EMS Consulting Group has been helping companies transform their businesses for over 20 years. In today's video, we are going to explain the Six Sigma methodology. Six Sigma concentrates on reduction of defects or variation in processes. By defining and measuring customer requirements, you can determine how well your company's processes are meeting these requirements. Six Sigma, in statistical terms, translates to 3.4 defects per million opportunities. But, as we'll discuss later, it's best to use Six Sigma as a methodology for improvement rather than to achieve a certain Sigma level. The project management or problem-solving approach of Six Sigma is called DMAIC, which stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control. It is this methodology that distinguishes Six Sigma from other quality improvement initiatives. The methodology begins with defining the problem, the customer requirements, and the opportunity. Next, we measure the extent of the problem and quantify its potential causes. This is sometimes referred to as identifying and measuring the X's, which are those variables that affect our output variable Y. Next, we perform analysis to determine the critical X's, factors, or root causes. After we determine the causes, we develop improvements and implement those improvements to remove the causes and make the process better. We then put in place controls and metrics to ensure that our improvements continue to work. There are 6 key ingredients of Six Sigma. Let's look at each one. First, genuine focus on the customer. Performance measurement begins and ends with the voice of the customer or VOC. We need to understand what the customer requirements are. Defects are defined as failures to meet customer requirements, and improvement is measured by impact on customer satisfaction or value added to customer. Next, data and fact-driven management. Six Sigma requires that we measure and understand how we are doing relative to customer requirements. We then determine what data we need to collect to dig deeper into understanding the gap between our current performance and what the customer requires. Third, process focus, management, and improvement. We focus on the process as key to meeting customer requirements. In other words, we work on mastering and improving processes to build competitive advantage. Next is proactive management. Six Sigma requires that we set and track ambitious goals. Management must establish clear priorities and must provide active support in meeting goals, and they must challenge the way things are done. They must also reward those who prevent fires at least as much as those who put them out. In most companies, this would be a major paradigm shift. Fifth is boundary-less collaboration. Six Sigma requires collaboration across departments/functions. Management must smash the barriers that block the flow of ideas and action up and down and across the organization. Instead of operating in silos within a company, each department must work together toward common goals. Lastly, we have drive for perfection. Six Sigma companies should be focused on continuously improving. Finally, let's talk about implementation. A lot of companies think that by training some green belts and black belts, they will become successful. While these trainings can be extremely helpful, we believe that there are several keys to success, based on our many years of experience in this field. The first is to ensure that the leadership team understands their role. Their role is to champion improvement, to create an environment where improvement will flourish. They are to coach problem-solving rather than push solutions. Most of all, they are to be leaders as opposed to bosses. The second key goes along with the first. Involve everyone. Improvement shouldn't be limited to just a few specialists. Black belts and green belts should be taught to facilitate improvement and to engage everyone. That's how we teach Six Sigma at EMS Consulting Group. The third key is simple. Don't focus on achieving a Six Sigma level of quality, focus on improvement. The support for the calculation, based on the so-called 1.5 Sigma shift, is very limited. But this isn't what's important about Six Sigma. What's important is setting key goals and achieving them through the problem-solving methodology and selected tools as needed. Our fourth and final key is this. Don't focus on cost savings, focus on the process of improvement. Very often people focus on how to achieve cost savings and shortcut the problem-solving process by engaging in traditional cost reduction. This does nothing to advance the ball toward the company's goals. If we focus on solving problems, we will achieve cost savings and much more. While there is a lot more to being successful with Six Sigma, we believe these 4 keys are a great start. At EMS Consulting Group, building our clients' capability has always been our focus. We provide our clients with customized lean training, coaching, and facilitation support while helping them build the continuous improvement culture necessary. Over the years, we have made learning less expensive and more flexible through our e-learning and virtual options while still maintaining our on-site capabilities. Contact us today at emsstrategies.com to learn more.